Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naima Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating about the issues that affect our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, executive producer of the Female Solution radio show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, ni hao. In India, namaste. In Japan, konnichiwa. In Korea, annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, здравствуйте. In Germany, guten Tag. In Poland, dzień dobry. In France, bonjour. In Spain, hola. In Italy, ciao. In Egypt, ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, akwaba. In Nigeria, peleo. In South Africa, sawubona. In Senegal, mangade. In Kenya, jambo. In Israel, shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you all.
Yes, I we'll be right back after message. We'll take care of a few audio issues. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three.
Hi. Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also three sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Three Black Moms.
Do you want to live in a world without war? Join our global peace movement. Heavenly Culture World Peace Restoration of Life transcends culture, religion, ideology, and other boundaries to achieve peaceful harmony in the global society. HWPL is committed to bringing world peace and cessation of war through peaceful dialogue between religious groups. I am Director Shinsu Kim of the HWPL Chicago branch of North America. Join us for our next gathering. Call 773-580-1501 and be a part of the movement for world peace. Email us at chicagohwpl@gmail.com. I'm Beata, your holistic life coach. These days, it's more important than ever to work on your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Are you consciously breathing deeply in stressful moments? Do you have a doing to others. And you can see working hard. This for institution. That institution going for family members. Yeah, yeah. We forget we forget how our reaction in every way impact on others. Mm. I need to be for ourselves and corrections. Yeah, I like that. So again, for those of you who are watching Facebook, call in if you want to ask a question, or you can type in your statements or comments and call in 515-605-9325 and press 1 on your phone for whatever comments that you have. We are really interested in you jumping into this conversation because these are things that we want to talk about and also talk about how it has affected you. You know, what are some of the things that do you realize that when you're always repeatedly exposed to negativity, that it drains your energy? Hello? So when you're tired, you say, well, I haven't done that much. Then ask yourself, how much news have you watched? How much how much conversations you've had in negative things? And it's called psychological fatigue. And there's no real singular definition for it. When you just drenched out and I'll come home. Sometimes I come away from a conversation that I went in full blast with excitement. And when I left, I felt like somebody had put a pin in it, So negative exposures can drain you and cause you, I guess you call it with brain dead. You become brain dry. So what are some of the things that we can do to help lift us up? Like I know this morning, after I was cautioned by two of my colleagues about something I said, 2 different occasions now, 2 different people, but yet I had found myself into saying negative, not, offensive words, but just words like, wow, I wonder what's going on. I hope this be okay, and blah, blah. No. Declare a great day. Declare, you know what you were talking about. Talking about, Rosemary. Give us some of these affirmations that we need to uplift ourselves, got this fatigue, and get some energy in our lives. You're always putting me on the spot. Okay. No. Okay. You didn't just go into foreclosure. You went into foreclosure because of something. Because you internet radio host, On Air. On Air empowers you with transformative news and interactive radio TV shows. This is such a wonderful time to be alive and to see our human family coming together as one community as a result of that powerful tool, the internet. We can now talk directly to each other all over the world. There's no need for conflict or misunderstanding. There's no need for violence to solve our differences. We can talk to each other face to face until we reach an agreement. On Air offers a fantastic global guide to communicators from all over the world who are using their internet platforms to inspire us to strive to be our best selves in order to become the kind, compassionate, loving people we were all born to be. Once we do that, we'll see planet Earth transformed into a place of peace. Subscribe to the recommended YouTube channels, Facebook pages, and podcasts created by these Voices of Enlightenment. On Air provides daily news briefs and a weekly magazine to keep you abreast of events and opportunities. On Air news affiliates in television, radio, and print share information, insight, and interviews with notable personalities. Go to onaireverywhere.com for a daily dose of uplifting news. We're on air everywhere, online all the time.
Oh man, God sent the monthly sun bill today. This sunlight is really expensive, especially during this season. I'll probably have to work overtime to pay it.
Well, you better pay it on time. We don't want the sun to go out and we're sitting up here all day in the dark. Wouldn't it be terrible if God charged us for sunlight? Well, thank God, the light and heat from the sun is free. So why are we paying such high bills for the energy we use in our homes? Because we don't know how to use solar energy, the free energy from the sun. You can convert your regular home to a solar energy home and save tremendously on your electric bill. Take a look at your electric bill. Wouldn't you like to reduce or possibly even eliminate that cost altogether? Let one of our solar consultants show you how. Call today, 312-849-3456, and schedule a free consultation. That's 312-849-3456.
Constantly arguing with your spouse? Are your children misbehaving and acting out? Is someone in your family abusing drugs? Have you been the victim of domestic violence? Are you grieving over the loss of a loved one? Let us help you restore serenity to your life. At Serenity Family Social Services, we understand that good mental health is a result of emotional well-being. Our goal is to assist you and your family in removing emotional distress and restoring harmony and balance to your lives. We offer individual, couples, and family counseling. I'm Howard Williams, CEO of Serenity Family Social Services. Call us today at 312-315-4820. That's 312-315-4820.
Do you worry about finances, family, health, job, relationships? Are you in pain? Do you feel stuck? If you answered yes to any of these questions, help is available. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's part of the human process. You only feel this way because you haven't mastered the voices in your head. No hype, just down-to-earth, solid, workable tools and techniques that you can practice daily. It's really food for the soul. Whether you want to learn how not to worry about anything, reverse type 2 diabetes, publish a book, promote your product or service, or just make extra money. To take advantage of the deal of the day, go to zeldaspeaks.com or call 312-409-6619. Mention promo code The Female Solution and get free shipping. That's zeldaspeaks.com or 312-409-6619. Stop worrying today. Visit zeldaspeaks.com. Do you or your organization need space for an event? Call the Corey Event Center at 2423 East 75th Street in Chicago for your parties, banquets, award ceremonies, repasses, concerts, and business seminars. Available 7 days a week. Now under new management. Call us at the Corey at 773-663-2557. That's 773-663-2557.
Hi, this is John Alexander.
And I'm Naima Latif. Meet people like you who are making a positive difference in the world. Watch us every day on The Media Connection at www.youtube.com/The Media Connection TV.
YouTube it. We'll see you soon.
There are people who choose to make a positive difference in the world. Our job is to bring you their stories to motivate you to do the same. Join us each week, host John Alexander and Naima Latif, as we bring you the educators, entertainers, elected officials, religious leaders, and community activists whose works are transforming this world. Find out how you can make a difference too. Be inspired. Watch The Media Connection. Mondays at 5 p.m. and Tuesdays at 12 noon on cable TV channel 19 in Chicago and other cities. Check your local cable listings. Today, 312-849-3456 and schedule a free consultation. That's 312-849-3456.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
And we are back. You're listening to and watching the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. I'm Naima Latif, and this is the Melody of Joy Institute with Mama Joy and Reverend Rosemary. And we're returning as they continue their conversation live on our Facebook and YouTube channel. the female solution, and we invite you to call in and comment 515 605 9325 and press 1, or you can write in your comments on our Facebook and YouTube channels and share your thoughts with our viewing audience. As always, we appreciate you for being with us on these Saturday mornings, and you can join Mama Joy every second Saturday of the month on the Female Solution Global Radio TV show, where she and Reverend Rosemary are having fascinating conversations about the issues that affect our communities. Today, they are taking a look at the tragedy of violence happening and the plea made by those who you would think are benefiting from them, but actually they're in distress. And these are the funeral directors who are receiving the bodies from these tragedies. And so we're going to join Mama Joy and Reverend Rosemary as they continue their discussion.
Conversation, and how does negative news and information of people affect you, and what do you do, right? Okay. When a group of people are kidnapped from their homes, smuggled away in chains, and held captive in a foreign land where they are tortured, raped, and forced to perform hard labor by the lash of a whip and under the constant threat of death. Slavery, the African American psychic trauma. What happened to the doctors, writers, scientists, builders, educators, and spiritual leaders from Africa's golden age? Who did they really capture and sell into slavery? Are all African Americans suffering from psychic trauma because of a conspiracy to hide their true identity? Do you have psychic trauma? Take the test on page 22 of the book and see. Order it online today at www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com. And get your personally autographed copy of the book, Slavery, the African American Psychic Trauma. You have an opportunity to transform the whole global society in the next 50 years. 50 years from now, the earth will be populated by a new generation of and heart value of compassion, generosity, and
or you say, oh, what, just act like it does this. No, but you don't let it have power over you. You see, God is more than the problem. God is the solution. Okay? So when we change your mind about everything, you have the choice to let go. How difficult the situation appears, it is possible to let go. So the way we let go, listen, sounds really simple. The way we let go is just make a decision to let go. Make a decision to let go. Choosing to let go is what we might find
You all are ending generational, you're ending generations of history, so to speak. That is an institution. This is an institution. We have done what we're supposed to do. Everybody says you're supposed to take care of your neighborhood. Heck, we bought the whole
You're
block.
hearing the voice
We're
of
doing what we're supposed to do. Everybody else,
one of the owners of
part.
Spencer
We're
Lake
doing our
Funeral
best.
Home.
And that these services and what your father and what your family has been doing for decades now, trying to allow the deceased to have dignity, allow those who are grieving to grieve, that you are trying to do that in this environment.
Yes.
How does that sit?
It's very hard. And not only are we doing it, we accept the crime victims' compensation, where families who lose a loved one to a victim of crime, when they come to us, we do not charge the family. We wait a year, 2 years, sometimes even more to get paid. So, it's only so much that we can do. And yes, it does affect us. It affects this whole community. This is 79th and Cottage Grove. I mean, this is my life here. I grew up going to that store right there, getting some potato chips and juice. My breakfast would come from that store, right? Because I would get to work and I would have pancakes with the butter in the mix already. This is my life here. These folks who are doing this are destroying lives, not just with a gunshot, but emotionally and mentally and physically. And I'm tired of it. I am sick. My brother, my father, funeral homes, funeral directors across this city, across this state. This is not just happening in Chicago. This is happening in Atlanta, Philadelphia, California. It's happening everywhere. What are we as a society going to do to help stop this? You say you blame the police? I don't blame the police. The police can only do so much. It's society. Society has to come together along with the police and end this problem. Is it jobs? Is it housing? Is it mental health? It's something. I know it can be done. I pray every morning. There's next to my bed, there's my carpet is worn because that's where my needs go every morning. When I'm praying for my family, my business, our city. Stop the shooting. Stop the killing. It can be done if we all work together and do it collectively.
Grove. Joni is live with
Thank you so very much.
So the question is, what else can we do?
What else can
we do? What else can we do? So call in and 515-605-9325. Press number 1 to join the conversation.
Press number 1 to text here. 515-605. Please, number 1. And also, you can press number 1 to it as well. What it is, Mary, is that sometimes when we hear the news, that's it's disgusting. But when we learn to listen to the spirits, you can hear it and calling what that need to be done. But before you can get a collective, you have to have an individual movement. And that is what we individual beings having a human experience. Every problem we are faced with, each one
is outside. Have it. Doubt about it. Then why is that? Purchasing, but have a part of yourself that make a difference. Knowing that we have that power, how can you tap into that power? Do you have a willingness and a desire to tap into it? Do you have a willingness or a desire to make a difference? Because if you're not willing, then it won't. And if you don't move, it won't change. There can be no change if someone doesn't make a move. So now we're right on the button for some more sponsors. And right after this, we will be moving to the last quarter of our day. And we want to thank each and every one of you who's been faithfully here. And we're just asking that you press 1. Why do you fear? Come on, stand up. Let's hear from you. And if you don't want to tell your name, just let us hear your voice. Just press 1, okay? So we'll be right back. So don't stray away, please.
We all say we would like to be wealthy, but wealth isn't determined by how much money you have. Wealth is determined by your power to define what money is. The dictionary defines money as something used as a way to pay for goods and services and to pay people for their work. So how would you like to have access to an unlimited source of money? Money that is not taxed by the government. Money that increases and you share the opportunity with others. Money that you can use to pay for goods and services and pay people for their work. I'm talking about Bitcoin. It's the future of independent wealth building. Bitcoin is the new money that you control. Get started building your wealth. Call 312-849-3456. That's 312-849-3456. Design Essentials is re-engineering what health looks like by leading you to the best wellness initiatives in the world. Start your coaching plan today and create a new paradigm of health. Click here to learn more. Jody Toussaint of Toussaint Essentials is certified by the #1 functional medicine doctor on plant-based healing essential oils, which are revolutionizing the way we manage our well-being. Schedule today to take control of your health.
Oh man, I sent the monthly sun bill today. This sunlight is really expensive, especially during this season. I'll probably have to work overtime to pay it.
Well, we better pay it on time. We don't want the sun to go out and we're sitting up here all day in the dark. Wouldn't it be terrible if God charged us for sunlight? Well, thank God, the light and heat from the sun is free. So why are we paying such high bills for the energy we use in our home? Because we don't know how to use solar energy, the free energy from the sun. You can convert your regular home to a solar energy home and save tremendously on your electric bill. Take a look at your electric bill. Would you like to reduce or possibly even eliminate that cost altogether? Let one of our solar consultants show you how. Call today, 312-849-3456. That's a free consultation. That's 312-849-3456. I'm Beata, your holistic life coach. These days, it's more important than ever to work on your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Are you consciously breathing deeply in stressful moments? Do you have a plan or daily routine to maintain balance in your awesome body? Are you struggling to be disciplined in your eating habits? When you partner with me, I'll help you develop a personalized health plan that works for your particular lifestyle. You can find out more about me at yourholisticlifecoach.com, where you can also review my 3-step protocol to guide you to abundant health. That's yourholisticlifecoach.com, and I'm Beyonce. Do you worry about finances, children, health, job, relationships? Are you in pain? You feel stuck? If you answered yes to any of these questions, help is available. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's part of the human process. You only feel this way because you haven't mastered the focus in your head. No hype, just down to earth, solid, workable tools and techniques that you can practice daily. It's really food for the soul. Whether you want to learn how not to worry about anything, reverse type 2 diabetes, publish a book, promote your product or service, or just make extra money. Take advantage of the deal of the day. Go to zeldaspeaks.com or call 312-409-6619. Mention promo code The Female Solution and get free shipping. That's zeldaspeaks.com or 312-409-6619. Stop worrying today. Visit zeldaspeaks.com. Join us every second Saturday at the park. Well, we know it's Central Time. We're rolling now, and thank you. Thank you so very much for your patience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're right back, and we're moving now to 25 minutes, and we're going to cut in the next few minutes and get back to some of our promos from the other hosts that are here on the Female Solution, 7 days a week, and we work, 7 days a week, and Monday through Friday from 7 in the morning till 9 a.m. And then on Saturdays, we're here from 12 to 2 o'clock. So we've got some more callers coming in. We did listen to you did hear the emotional plea of Mr. Leak about his family and legacy. And also, he mentioned words like institution, family institutions, and his name. And I just want to know, did you hear something different this time that you didn't hear before? Press 1. Did you hear something, or did you feel something different when you heard him this time, if you heard him twice? Mr. Nelson, are you still there? Just getting in tune, getting us in tune. So for some of you, you missed the second time around too. This is Mama Joy, Reverend Mama Joy here on the Female Solution, along with co-host Reverend Rosemary Bookstein. And so we played it twice because we know we played it earlier, and we have callers that come in various times, and we want to make sure that they saw that, because this is a very sensitive piece about what are we going to do and how we are going to
bring about a resolve and solution to the upsurge of negative activities. And not only that, but how much time do we spend before our in our phones, or at home, watching YouTube or watching Facebook or watching news that is very negative, and we spend a great deal of time listening to these things. And there, if you eat too much of anything, it's not going to be good for you. Anything to the extreme, right? And so it does even with the news watching. And sometimes we're not aware of how much we have really invested or indulged in or digested. Because whatever you lend your mind to, then you best know that if it is not something that's good, it's not going to lead you to any different results. It said, as you a man thinketh, so is he. So take charge of your mind and understand that there's a responsibility that you have. First, to yourself. Take ownership of your emotions. This thing is just floor me would say, oh, he made me do that. He took me there and I just went right on with it. Well, that's not good health practices. It's not good for your mind, for your body, for your heart. When we allow our emotions to be run or triggered by other people. Walking in our authority is knowing who you are. You may have forgotten, but as you come into remembrance of who you are and what you are, then take charge and stand on that. And it's a daily effort to understand that much of what we have learned has not really been good for us. It's one thing, as Brother Nelson brought out, that some kind of way we, as parents, and even if your children are not in the schools, one of the things is the schools, there is a LSC council, a local school council, and it has a community representative position. So when school starts, find out about that, because many of us do not have children in the schools, but their curriculum changes. And there is a spot where community people can get in and have your voice and your concerns voiced. And having our mind, or having in the curriculum lessons or teachings that help one to take control of their emotions. As was said earlier, we as a people on a whole have always been taught what to think and how to think on what we were taught, and the strategies of how we are to do something based upon how we have been taught to think. But the Spirit is letting us know that we have a power and a force and a wisdom that is in us, particularly those of us who've been in around. And we're coming to the understanding, as Reverend Rosemary spoke about, the firecracker incident, what we did as children, how we were in school, or even myself, me tackling a sunflower on my neighbor's front lawn. I would see that sunflower and I wanted that sunflower so badly. And every morning I would stand and I would talk to that sunflower. And I'm going to take you home. I'm going to take you home. I'm going to bring you in so I can see you all day. And the lady came to the door one day. She says, I know what's on your mind. You better leave from in front of here. But I would pass there every day, and I love that sunflower. And one day when I was coming home, I decided I'm going to take that sunflower. Now, that is really something, right? You think I didn't know I was wrong? But I did it anyway. I know it was fun, but I tell you, it's not easy taking a sunflower down. I had no idea. I to battle because my little hands were not large enough to take all of that stuff. Honey child, that sunflower was up there in my hands and I was hustling and pulling. It just wouldn't give up. But after a while it bent. It was no longer standing strong. And I said, I didn't want the evidence. I just couldn't leave it down. I said, I got to take you with me. I mean, I had really gotten into that sunflower. I don't know how I did it, but I got strength from somewhere to rip and tear. And I felt so bad. But you know what happened, Rosemary? After that battle, and I didn't laugh. I felt accomplished, but I was tired because I had tonsils. So I had no idea the resistance that flower. I didn't know it was going to be a battle, but I was determined, and I felt so ashamed. But after it went down, I felt bad, and I didn't know what to do, and I dared not leave it in the dirt. I just couldn't do that. So shame was on me before I even got home. But then I got home, and I realized, how can I put a sunflower in my house and not tell people where I got it? Tell my mom where I got it from. So the sunflower was better staying up there, doing its thing. And the best thing I could do is just admire it. But for whatever reason, I felt I could take it home and enjoy it. My God.
Okay.
It just didn't work, you know. And so I don't know what I did. I think I took it and put it in the yard behind something and took a peep at it, but I really didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be with me and love it and talk to it in my room. But so at least you got a good laugh. My actions didn't bring.
So you murdered the sunflower.
Talk about the battle of joy, the sunflower, girl, please. But you sensitivity, you know, and you get to that point, and nobody will know. And you know what? I did not go around that lady's house anymore.
Okay.
I took another route home. But again, being influenced with other people in conversations and just not taking responsibility to do the right thing, I did it. And you know what? I held on that until I was grown and didn't realize that that was not a good thing to hold on to, you know, and that's something to think about too. The negativity of which lies already in us because we've done things and we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to release ourselves from it. And it's there. It doesn't move. It doesn't go away. You know, I went to a colonic yesterday. I don't know if some of you are realizing it's a colonic that helps to clean out the waste, and the therapist. And she said to me, she said, you know, men are different than women. Women hold on to things much more than men do. Men know how to let it go. And it also works in the cleaning process. You can go to several therapies of cleaning out the waste in your body, but it takes so much more times for a woman, simply because we hold things. And so ladies, let's start learning how to release, to get more healthy and develop coping skills from wherever we can find and be among positive people, or as much as you possibly can. Sometimes your family's that way too, but it's a job and it's not that easy. Some people say it's easy. How easy is it for you, Rosemary?
You gotta put me in on this one. I'm gonna talk about we all have power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have power.
We're all imbued with power. And power is the idea divine mind of authority and dominion. We have our power is the ability to do. It is the ability to accomplish. to produce, and power to master. Okay? So the power is the ability to do. To do what? You might ask yourself. It's the ability to do any and everything. It takes energy to do everything, okay? So as a thing as simple as blinking your eye takes energy, right? Energy is life, and life is the activity of God moving in and through us. Energy is also breaking somebody's sunflower out of their yard without permission. Okay. Energy is also the ability to accomplish. Accomplish what, you might ask? Well, accomplish anything and everything. Whatever is accomplished takes power, energy, and that energy is the power of God. All energy is God energy, okay?
Yeah.
But power. There's only one power.
Only one power.
That is the power of God, okay? And power is also the ability to produce. Produce what? Produce any and everything. We cannot produce anything without the power of God, okay? Power is the ability to master. Master what? Any and everything. Nothing can be mastered without the power of God. All power comes from God. The way we use this power comes from us, okay? So all the power that we use comes from God. And God has given us the power to use his power. Therefore, we have all the power we can ever need or use. That power of God is within us. So what are we doing with this power that we've been given? That's a good question. So we have personal power. Okay, our personal power. What are you doing with your personal power? See, personal power is following through. It's taking action. You know, we say we're going to do something, and do we do it? Because saying and doing are not the same thing. Okay? I'm sure you know that. Okay, so personal power is following through. It's taking action, not just thinking about it, but actually moving on those thoughts. Otherwise, you are misusing your personal power. Okay? Let me give an example. We get this great idea, and we began to move it around in our minds. And we reason and analyze and either accept or reject the idea. If we reject it, then that's the end of it, right? But if we accept it, then the idea begins to take form and shape in our mind. And as we continue thinking on this idea, we cause this idea to take wings, okay? Yeah. So before long, the invisible becomes the visible. So that's power. And simply put, that's how it works. That's how it works. You see, our thoughts are a powerful field with authority and dominion. God has given us this. We have all this power. What are we doing with it? Do something good. So when thoughts and feelings agree, we have a marriage or a demonstration, a manifestation. Okay? So there is power in our spoken word. So be careful what you think about and what you talk about. Because as I said, what we think about, we bring about. All this power, we can bring about whatever we think about, okay? Because there's a law of mind action, the law of demonstration. Now that the law of demonstration is, it happens in our mind first before the manifestation, okay? It happens first in our mind. We see it in our mind. It's like begets like. You reap what you sow. Like is our consciousness, what we think. And like experience is demonstration. I hope, did I make that clear? Did you get that, Joy? Okay. So life and death are in the power of the tongue.
Yes, it is.
So speak life. Our words have vibrations and seek their own kind. We draw to ourselves who we are. That's power, okay? We only attract to ourselves who we are. Our vibrations our vibrations, what's the word? Our thoughts vibrate on certain frequencies. Our thoughts are vibrations, and they vibrate on the frequency in which they are sent out. Okay? So you see how powerful that is. So thou shalt decree a thing, and guess what? It shall be established unto us. Okay? So when one accepts Jesus Christ, the task before him is to free himself from worldly standards and make the will of God the supreme of his life. So to accomplish this requires a complete transformation of character. And the pertinent questions asked by each individual is, how may this transformation be brought about? And Paul answers by saying, renewal of the mind. A renewal of the mind. That's how we bring about new things in our life. We have to be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our mind. Okay? So when we talk, what we talk about, we bring about. So be transformed by the renewing of your mind, because we are joint heirs with Jesus the Christ. So how do we receive this inheritance? It's ours, okay? We receive this inheritance by freeing ourselves of the worldly standards and make the will of God the supreme aim in our life. Now, again, Romans 12:2, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of our minds, okay? That you may prove what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. So we have a lot of power in us. We are powerhouses. So use that power wisely, okay? Use that power wisely.
All right, now we've got about 90 seconds, and we're going to be closing up really soon. Obviously, my clock is wrong, but
Minutes.
going to close it up because we have less than a minute right now. Okay. And I think I'll just leave it as saying, hey, Jesus says this. He says, you know them by their fruits.
Yeah.
So you'll know whatever your work is doing as well by the fruits that you bear. So be kind to yourself, be loving. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming on. We had a great day, and we'll see you again next month. But solution is here. So have a good
Saturday
day.
of each month. Second Saturday of each month. We'll see you. Love you, Joy. Love your audience. Thank you for calling in. And just to simplify something that Joy said, the fruits of, what did you say about the fruit?
Oh, you know them by their fruits.
You know them by their fruit, and I'm going to make it simplified. You know them by their results, by what's happening in your life.
That is the result. The result.
Results, okay.
And remember, if you lose your house, you didn't pay the mortgage, okay? Hello. Don't let that be it. So walk in your authority. Thank you for being here with us today.
God bless
you. And see you next month.
Bye-bye. Second Saturday of each month from 12 to 2.
All decreasing on my website at www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com. Watch our TV show.
And Facebook, we thank you all for being here with us too.
And be
So
sure
God
to
bless
get
you.
your copy of the book, The Female Solution. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussion. And to our global family listening from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, Taipei, India, Namniba, Japan, Nanako, Korea, Kamsamida, Russia, Lima, Germany, Danke, Poland, Jiangkuyang, Merci. Spain. Gracias. Shukran. Ghana. Ladansi. Nigeria. Africa. Gabonga, Senegal, Gere, Kenya, Asante, Israel, Sudan, Pakistan, Libya, Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Saudi Arabia, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And thank you, Mama Joy and Reverend Rosemary, for another fabulous show. Join them again every second Saturday of the month, right here on the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. I'm Naima Latif, executive producer, and join us tomorrow, Sunday, for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Female Solution Radio show Sunday night. Join us. And until that time, continue to shine your light.